Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
And then spend some time in the organization, and then the person who has referred gets some amount. Right. Now will you get an amount for every month? Let's say you have hired me, I'll join your organization. Will you keep on getting the referral bonus every month of the right joint? One type. And let's say you have referred me, but I could not clear the interviews. I could not get in. Will you still get a referral bonus? No. Right. You'll not get it. So what happened here? You are eligible for a referral bonus. But it has some other conditions associated with it as well. The person you refer has to join, has to spend some time, and then you get a one-time bonus. So you are eligible for it. But you cannot go back to your compensation team and say, "Hey, I am eligible for a referral bonus. Why don't you pay to me every month?" Does it work that way? Every month you get a referral bonus. Unless you refer someone, unless that person gets selected, you don't get the money. Performance bonus is also something like this. Performance bonus. How many times do you get a performance bonus in a year? One. Some companies have pork water right, but still you don't get it every month. You get it at a fixed time. Like some companies, I know they do it for quarter. Most companies do it once a year or twice a year. Either of these two. So can you go up and tell me your compensation? Partner. That's yeah. I think my performance has been quite good. You have to pay me performance bonus every month. Does it work that way? No. And let's say the company did not do well. The company had a bad year. Will you still get a performance bonus? Like what happened in 2020? It didn't happen. Most companies decided not to give a performance bonus. Right, because the company itself did not do well. A lot of industries were severely hit. Like, let's say, the hospitality industry, the airline and the tribal tourism industry. They were severely hit. So they said that we are not in a position to give you any performance bonus. It's okay, you have performed well, but we are not able to give you that extra performance bonus. But the employees were eligible for it. Correct. The employee might say that what did I do wrong? It was a global pandemic. So it was not by mistake. But they could not go and tell to their employers that we need a performance bonus, because the company decided not to give it. Right, so this may happen. You may be eligible for a compensation plan. It is assigned to your package, but you may not get an actual payment for it. So this is also possible. Yes question. Somebody had a question. Shritha? No, I'm clear with this concept. Right. So yeah, this might happen. We have seen this in real life as well, but we want to reiterate that when we learn about this topic as well. So what did we know? Sure. So the compensation includes everything that is taxable and expensive. They're a Jupiter expensive. So that's not a part of compensation. Expenses like your reimbursable expenses. Yes. We will put that as a compensation. Yes, some plans. We will put it as a reimbursable plan. So that is also a part of your compensation. Yes, some reimbursement allowances are also part of your compensation. For example, your travel allowance. So you put EAMS right. You travel to some. Use some travel related to work. So? But what is the thing with 40 years? You have to get reimbursed, right? You have to claim it after you finish your travel. You have to you put in your, let's say, travel start day, travel and date, the place that you went and, based on that, whether you took breakfast or not, whether you stayed in the hotel or not. So, based on those things, the company will reimburse you some amount. And let's say you are stayed in the hotel, right? So you have to submit some documents, right? You have to submit the OK. It has to be a company-approved hotel at a negotiated rate. And then you have to submit the hotel bills. And then the company will reimburse that amount. So yes, that is also kind of your allowance. So again, you have to pay for compensation. It is part of compensation. Yes, those pre-bossable allowance. Those reimbursable plans are also part of your compensation. Yes. So 401k, both employee and employer contribution, as a part of compensation. 401k would typically do not include that as part of compensation. It's mostly towards benefits and retire. Right. So retire. We do not configure that as part of compensation. 401k is okay. Yes. Alright. So then let's quickly look at the overall structure of how compensation looks. So the top level is compensation package. It is the all-inclusive component. We call it as the compensation package. Compensation package will have two main parts. One is a guidelines. One is the plans. Your guidelines will include your grades and grade profiles. The grade is the range of pay depending on various factors. The most common grade of pay is depending on your job profile. That is a very, very common way to have some grades. Well, let's say you are a manager. So manager would be between $50,000 to $100,000. Let's say right. That is your range of pay for a manager. Let's say you are an Indian employee. So let's say you are a senior consultant. Your range of pay is, let's say, 10 lakhs to 20 lakh rupees, or maybe 10 lakhs to the 25 lakh rupees a year. That is the range of pay. All the people who are senior consultants will be paid in between that range. So what do we call it? We call it a compensation grade. We call it a compensation grade. And then we also have the grade profiles. We talk about grades and grade profiles either later today or tomorrow. But a grade profile is a localization of the range. So are all the employees in the organization. Paid the same, I mean paid within the same range across the world. Let's say a manager. You have managers in the India, you have managers in the US, you have managers in UK. Right? All at the same level, I would say within the hierarchy. Will the pay range be the same in all these places? Most likely. Most likely, no, most likely, it will be different. Now, even in the same country, sometimes based on the location they have different ranges. Like maybe in Mumbai, where apparently the cost of living is higher than in some other parts of the country, maybe the pay range would be a bit different. Right. I remember when my mother used to work, like she used to say, that the house rent allowance from Mumbai was significantly higher than what it was for the rest of the country. And now, even nowadays we see, salaries in some cities are, on an average, a bit higher than what we see for the rest of the cities. So you may have different ranges of pay based on different factors. Again, it's also very common to have different ranges of pay based on the departments. Right. Let's say, in the research and development team, a manager might be getting a higher salary than the manager in the, let's say, the IT support department. Possible. Absolutely. Maybe we are.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com.